This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. A Week 1 showdown with both teams hoping to start their season off on a high note. It's the Florida Atlantic Owls and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Thanks, guys. The Florida head coach told me before the game, even though their opponent today is not ranked in the top 25, Coach has been warning his players all week. Do not overlook anyone. We have to be the best version of ourselves today. I'll keep you posted on how it's going at halftime. Reese?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. So Florida Atlantic's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. So Florida's offense will have the football first. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. And what a treat to see a couple of pass catchers like this, each taking their shot to make big plays. They give it to him first time this season for the transfer. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Nine-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. He'll pull it down and run. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Complete out left to Wilson. That's his first catch of the season. They believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Looking left. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. He's got him. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Gators will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin him deep. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. The Owls offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. This is the guy the entire passing game is built around. He is a big play waiting to happen.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in. We just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not. Like, he just has this unbelievable knack of playmaking, and we will see it today at some point in the ballgame.
And the Owls headed quickly to the line.
Come on, defense, what are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
Finds his big tight end. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Quick release on the RPO. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
The Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
They'll keep it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Run inside. It's Pryor. Pick up of 8. It's now 2nd and 2. Guys, let's chat about Florida. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Maybe a crease. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. They got the explosive play. Now to finish the deal, it's 1st and 10 from the 12. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
On the option. Now the pitch. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bernard. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Right back to him on the ground. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball. From the gun on 3rd down. Bringing the heat. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. The punt team makes its way onto the field.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. So they put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Swings it out to the flat. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, the head coach has a big decision.
And this is the part of the field where it starts to be even more clear, right? I'm not backed up in my own territory. I'm getting towards midfield. 4th and inches. I can't get inches. I like my offense. I like their aggressiveness. And I like the way they went and got the first down.
The give on the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. First carry of the season. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. Trying to keep the drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Across the 45. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Florida Atlantic races to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Looking to throw on first down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Sends it back in motion. Looking for a gap. It's Bernard. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened here.
We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. He's looking downfield to throw. Pressure coming. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Nestled just inside that right upright. With that field goal, guys, we're all tied up in the early going.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. And
maybe some room here. That defense got gashed, but they finally get it to the turf at the 47. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Singleton. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. Open space at the 25. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Man, how nice is it to have such a playmaker that you can just dump it off to him, and you just get it to him, and he does the rest, and that's why they do this. They make sure they have a chart that they get this guy the football in space in different ways, and you see why. He chews it up after the catch, making his quarterback look great.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Montgomery. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. The Gators line it up with a 1st and goal. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. And they've been able to get within 2 yards. Now will they try to throw it in for the score? They'll try to run with ball. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Gators! And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So an 82-yard drive there. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it out. It's Garcia. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So here comes the Florida Atlantic offense ready to go to work. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. They'll start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react to getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Wants to fire on second down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The run inside. It's Pryor. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man out of the backfield. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, running back gets to give. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality.
Touchdown, Gator! Made the grab in the end zone.
And this offense is firing. Right now, starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half, but you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And the extra point was good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. They've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Wide receiver going in motion. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that guy. I know that.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. And you just won't see a more effective punt than that, out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. The Gators buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Might be changing the route. On the move. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll get him stopped at the 18, and this offense creates a little space for the first down.
And I think this is going to be a focal point moving forward, man. Like stopping the run game. Like they continue.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout. It's second. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? And they're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Now facing a 3rd and long. Move! From the gun, wants to pass. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. The Gators decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a 1-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half, down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And they are sending out the field goal unit now. Thought they might spin that wheel of fortune on 4th and short, but they'll line up for the field goal. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. No good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye of that bull Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with the Texas State Bobcats, taking on the number 7 team, the Texas Longhorns. Now over to your game inside the swamp. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to our guys and all those chomping hands there in the swamp.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Gators will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
Guys, Florida Atlantic's head coach told me coming out of the locker room, they are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. Breaks into the open. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
I feel like it's hard to forget to cover the big fella, the tight end, the man over the middle of the field most of the time. He comes wide open. I don't know if it was a busted coverage or whatever, but he makes the big play for this offense, and the defense better take note. We got to cover the tight end.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. From the red zone, it's Bernard. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bernard. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on fourth down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And this one is perfect. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here to get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they liked.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Pocket breaking down. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
It's so nice to be an offense on 2nd down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run and try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. And they swarm him under.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Fires to the tight end. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Gators, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking for room, it's Clark. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. And after the interception, he brings it back and gets it inside the 35. Now, after the interception, there is a man who's still down on the field. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit. Just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Going to the run, it's Bernard. There's a crease. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball. After run, now throw. Makes the grab. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Now on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Owls! Gets it into the end zone. Now they'll try the 2-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw. They go to the wide receiver screen. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gators Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Might as well stick with him. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Third and 6 yards to go. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that first down. Instead, they'll be faced with 4th. The Gators will call on their punt team. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. And if they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real.
Snags it, and there's running room. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. Florida Atlantic races to the line.
Man, this guy is so dangerous with the ball in his hand. That was an RPO. He caught that thing behind the line of scrimmage, but once he had it, he made one quick cut, and that was it. His speed, his elusiveness, he is so dangerous. Defense just couldn't corral him. He rips off a huge play on what was a very, very short throw on the RPO.
They're getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for him.
And his throw is incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Gonna look downfield again. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the first down, but because of it, they're now set up in 4th and very short. And if you're the head coach, you're thinking very long and hard if you're going to go for this one now because of that success you had on that play.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their sophomore quarterback who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on him. 3rd quarter, opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. Grabbed behind the line, it's Singleton. Shows a little move, gets his man off balance, and gets out to the 22.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Gators really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. As we head to the 4th quarter, this guy is seeing the defense. Look how he spread the ball around. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. we open the final period with a third down play. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Gators will punt this one away. Makes the catch at the 35. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will first down here as we dive into the college football season. A Week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Running inside, it's Bernard. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3. And the Owls are in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Caught in the backfield, it's Messer. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Messer. Stopped just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
When you run those routes, those curl routes just like that, those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football. So you better put that thing on a line. And the QB did there. Put it on a line. Great job. Great catch. First down.
They'll run it. It's Bernard. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. The run inside. It's Farrell. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. The Owls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Trying play action. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got it.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown Owls. And they've moved out front here in the 4th. Lining up for the PAT.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They'll move the wide receiver. Gain of 8 is now 3rd and 2. The Gators want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Tries to get it on the ground. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor. Picks up the first down. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. And the Gators have this offense rolling. Gonna run it. It's Montgomery.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Pryor. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. 8th play of the drive coming up. Back to pass on 2nd down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Here on the Owls sideline, there is a lot of excitement because this offense is outperforming a much higher-ranked team defensively. They know they've got an opportunity in this game with the lead and the ball, but they have got to play clean football right now. Right before they huddled up to take the field, the coaches are yelling, execute, execute. We'll see if they're able to make that happen and keep this lead.
Makes the catch, and he's free. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. On target. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. Wants to throw again. The short hands, it's Henry. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he got it! Big 3 points to stretch the lead.
And that was an important kick here in the 4th quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting the kicker.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The eyes now turn to the defense to see whether they can keep this lead intact late in the 4th. Grabbed in the middle, it's Pryor. Makes the stop at the 32, and he picks up 10 on that play. The Gators will hustle to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Got a man, it's Mays. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And the Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. He lost it high and deep down the left side. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open...
Oh, he's got some space. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the 4th quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra 1st downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the 1st down.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Fires to the tight end. Didn't get nearly enough done on 3rd down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line. On 4th down, looking to pass. Stepping to the right. He's going to take off. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. They marched 78 yards down the field, and what a huge score and extra point there to get it tied in the final minute. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. So here comes the Florida Atlantic offense ready to go to work. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do. So tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, try to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
Looking to throw on 1st down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, they don't connect on that throw, but you're seeing the 2-minute drill live and in full effect for this offense, something they practice each and every single week, looking for the sidelines, using the clocks, understanding the timeout situation. But these are plays they feel like they can run in their sleep to put themselves in position to kick a field goal here late.
Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Looking for room. It's Bernard. Stopped immediately. Might have gotten a little cute with that run on 3rd and long, and they got nothing to show for it. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The kick is on its way. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Quick completion on the out. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking to throw for it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
Well, I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the score.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And you can consider me surprised. I didn't think they'd go for it in this situation. Fourth quarter, game tied. I'm shocked. I'm surprised. Now the defense has to come out there, make sure they get some stops here, give their offense another chance to go redeem themselves.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. And this one to put them on top, and it is getting late. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40.
Man, oh man, I mean, how many times is this kicker going to cost his football team? That's not...
He'll off one deep down the left side. Incomplete, the final play of regulation, and now we head to overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational-type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
So here comes our first play of overtime. Off play action. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. So they'll send out the field goal team to try to take the lead here in overtime. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they go back on top. Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. Running inside. It's Pryor. Got enough for the first. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Loss on first down. Increase the degree of difficulty. 2nd and goal from the 8. Back to pass. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Floats it out in space.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation, want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good, and how about that clutch kick from distance to send us to another overtime? We play on 1st down here in the 2nd overtime period. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Grabbed in the backfield. It's ball. Could not make his way to the corner. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Mays. Got some room headed to the goal line. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. 1st and goal, they'll try to take the lead here in the 2nd overtime. In the red area, it's ball. Touchdown, Florida! They get a score to take the lead here in the 2nd overtime. 2nd overtime, and they'll have to go for 2. The snap sets up the throw. They do not get the 2, and now the lead sits at 6 in double OT. Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. They'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. Dumps it off in the flats. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Going for it all. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, going to the air. Looking to the big tight end. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays and big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.
It's such an exciting game, up and down, back and forth. It's heartbreaking if you lose, but when you come through with these games late in the ball game, it gives you confidence throughout the season to continue to build on it. What a great win.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.